All right, into our neutral Wuji position. Close your eyes for a moment. I'm going to close mine and soak up a little nature here. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. And then let's begin to turn the upper torso from side to side, letting the arms swing freely. And then let's take the hands into loose fists and begin knocking on the lower belly, lower back, knocking on the door of life. And let's take that front hand up to the shoulder, tapping into that hollow spot at the end of the lung point. Been able to get up the last 2 mornings and do my early morning practice out on the deck, looking out over the lake, watching the ducks, a couple of herons. Lake is just like glass early in the morning. All right, let's come back down to the belly, continuing the knock on the lower back. Just a few more here. So we're going to do a variation on the 8 brocades today. I call it the 8 brocades and friends. A few additional movements and a little bit different twist on the way we've done some of them before. And then we'll do a little standing work to close out today. Let's float the hands off the body, flatten the palms, and begin to shift the weight from side to side as you glide your hands out in front in the form of a figure 8. Really accentuate that side to side movement. Rolling to the inside of one foot, the outside of the other. And then let's shrink down the movement. Slow down the movement. And come to rest back in Wuji. And let's connect to the breath. Breathing in, elbows apart, shoulder blades together. And breathe out, pull it all back in, and gently fold. I really wish you could hear some of the background noise because I am surrounded by a lot of singing birds today. I can hear a cardinal up in the leaves somewhere, but I can't see him. And for the last few, put a gentle turn at the top. Bring it on back to center to breathe out. Let's take one more on each side. And then rise back up into Uji. Let's close our eyes, take a couple of breaths. And let the eyes drift open. And we begin with two hands lifting up the heavens. Breathing in, palms rise. Turn the hands over at the shoulders. Breathe out as you press overhead. Come up onto the balls of your feet as you begin to release, breathing in. And then finish the release, breathing out. Breathing in. Turn the hands over, breathe out, press overhead. Breathe in, come up on the balls of your feet. And then when your arms get to about shoulder height, breathe out and release back to the bottom. This repeats. Let's take one more. Hands float up in front, palms facing each other like you're holding a ball. Spin the ball, take a breath in, and on the breath out, spread the palms apart, press away from each other. The arms spiral as you breathe in, recapture the ball. Press the palms apart, breathing out. Separating earth and sky. It's a little bit of a variation from one arm rising from the 12 rivers. The bottom hand is outside the leg. So the hands are offset just a little bit. Last one. Spiral the arms again. Instead of going up and down, now we're going out to the sides. Press the palms out. Breathe in, recapture the ball. The body dip a little bit on the way in. Breathe out, press the palms. This one is called broadening the chest and holding across. Last one. And this time, release down to the sides, back to Wuji. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, open up the palms, look out over a shoulder. Inhale, palms face the back. Exhale. The wise owl looks behind. Breathing in, head returns to center, palms turn over. Breathing out, looking out over his shoulders, the palms turn forward. Pull those wings back. One more on each side. And release back to Wuji. Set up for the next few by toe heeling out to a horse stance. And let your hands glide down to your knees. Sink the weight down under your arms. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, swing your head out to the side, across the front, and then breathe in, come back to center. Breathing out, taking it the other way. Breathing in, return to center. Swinging the head and shaking the tail. One more time over and back. And the last time across. Let your hands slide up behind you to the kidney area. Arch your back, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, trace the hands down the outside of the leg. Up the insides of the legs. So breathe in, arch the back. Breathe out, trace forward. Little pause at the bottom, holding the feet if you can. It's called holding the feet to strengthen the kidneys and waist. And in some translations, there's something about curing the 100 diseases. Last one. One more arch of the back. And then release back to center. Arms float up on the sides. Fold one hand in, we're gonna draw the bow. String hand, aiming point, take a breath in. And on the out breath, draw the bow. Breathing in, bow hand sweeps across. Hands change places, breathing out, draw the bow. Sink down into that horse stance as you pull the bow. Breathing in through the transition. Breathing out as we draw that string back. Let's take one more on each side. And release your string hand. Let both hands float down. Stay in the wide stance. Arms float up in front. Form loose fists. Draw them back into the ribs. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, punch one forward. Fix your gaze on an object in front of you. Exhaling the fist forward. Inhaling it back. One more with each fist. And then let's release back to Wuji. Toe heel in. Stay a little bit wider than hips width. Hands float back up in front. Grabbing that ball again. Spin it. Carry it to the side. Turn the hands on edge. Pull them across, shifting your weight. Hands change places on each side. Breathing in across in one direction. Shifting the weight, breathing out as you come back. Let your top hand float across about even with the heart center. Bottom hand about level with the lower dantian. Last couple, shifting the weight. Come back to center. Top hand forms a hook. The other hand sweeps across and presses. Release the hook. Hands catch up, change places. 2 times across. Top hand, hook. Sweep and press. The single whip. Should feel a little natural shifting of the weight as you do these. One more time on this side. Hands catch up, change places, come 2 times across. And then let's recapture our ball out on the side. Ring it center, spin the ball, flatten the palms and let them float down, forming fists at the bottom. Lift up, come up onto the balls of your feet, pick those fists up to the ribs. And then as you exhale, flatten the palms, press the palms as the body dips down. Fists on the way up, shrug the shoulders, raise the heels. And as you exhale, lower the heels, press the palms. Last one. Moving into our postures. Hands float up in front, come around the back. Backs of your hands come to rest in the kidney area. Adjust your feet so you're just a little bit wider than shoulder width. Close your eyes and breathe. Sink down just a bit, like you're sitting on the edge of a tall stool. Tuck the tailbone under. Back is nice and straight, head upright. Either a soft gaze forward or you can just close your eyes. And we'll take 6 or 7 breaths in each of the postures. Grouping today out of the Xing Quan tradition. Referred to as the 5 postures for health. On your next exhale, let the hands come around forward and capture a ball in front of the lower dantian. Just a small ball. A little posture check. Make sure you're sitting back on your tall stool, tailbone tucked, back nice and straight, head upright. On your next inhale, let the arms rise to the heart level. A little bit more bend in the elbows, like you're hugging a tree. Now, consciously drop the elbows and soften the shoulders. On your next inhale, let the arms rise, let the palms open like you're holding up a large ball to keep it from falling on you. And when you have your hands positioned, bring your gaze back down forward. And either close your eyes or just a soft gaze forward. And then on your next exhale, into the last pose, let the palms turn over. And now instead of holding a ball up, envision you're holding a big beach ball down, trying to keep it from bouncing out of the water. Little posture check. Body dip down like you're seated on the edge of a tall stool. Tailbone pointing down. Pull your shoulders back just a little bit to straighten up the back. One last deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly release back to Wuji. And we take it into the close. Hands rise overhead. Palms turn toward the floor, toward the ground. Press the palms, regulating the chi. Let's take a third one today. This time as the hands reach bottom, toss one away. Breathing in as you follow it overhead. Breathing out as it traces down the midline of the body. Other side. Let's take one more on each side. Last one. And as the hand floats down, with that top one come to rest on the heart center. The other one on your lower dantian. Step your feet together. Close your eyes. And breathe it to the finish. Just long, deep breaths down deep into the belly. Feel it push out that bottom hand. And after a couple of breaths, just let the top hand slide down the body and join the other one. And we finish hand over the lower dantian, centering the chi. One more nice deep breath in. And as you release that breath, release the hands, open the eyes, give everything a little shake at the bottom. Thanks for joining me today. Have a lovely rest of your Monday. Namaste.